colleagues, welcome to New York. I'm Steve Heimoff, Wine Enthusiast's West Coast editor for the last 14 years. Thank you. And I am delighted to announce that Wine Enthusiast's American Winery of the Year Star Trophy goes to Delicato Family Vineyards. It was back in 1912 that Gaspari Indelicato arrived in California from his native Sicily. 12 years later, he and his wife, Caterina, planted their first grapes. Today, nearly a century later, Delicato Family Vineyards is aggressively reinventing itself. Led by the third generation of Indelicatos, the company is enjoying phenomenal success. Sales are growing at 20% annually, and production is more than 2 million cases. The company has launched several hot new brands with Bodabox, Gnarlyhead, Clay Station, and Kingfish joining the original Delicato. And probably since I wrote these remarks, there's a few more brands that I don't even know about. Each brand is priced to appeal to a particular niche of the market. A revitalized export program and some of the most sophisticated marketing and packaging in the business are also highlights of the firm's breakthrough accomplishments. To symbolize this new commitment to the 21st century, Delicato Family Vineyards recently changed its name to DFV. And now, the video.
The Indelicato family is one of California's oldest wine-growing families. From its beginnings growing and selling grapes in the 1930s, each generation is built upon the strong foundations of family, hard work, and industriousness set by founder Gaspari Indelicato. Today, with the third generation of the family at the helm, DFV Wines offers a wide range of excellent wines born from an intimate knowledge of California's diverse growing regions.
Being a family-owned winery, I think, provides the stability that a lot of the distributors are looking for today, which are also family-owned companies.
My dad started the grape business in 1924, and at that time he was shipping grapes to the East Coast for the home winemakers.
Chris and Jay Indelicato synthesized their family knowledge of winemaking with their independent business experiences in order to drive DFV Wine's strategic direction. In the early 90s, the Indelicato family expanded its vineyard holdings, acquiring San Bernabe Vineyard, the most diverse vineyard in the world, and planting Clay Station near Lodi.
The Indelicato family is very unique when they want to plant property. They fully invest themselves in it. They are a family of true farmers that are also winemakers and winery owners.
You look at winemaking today, it's really wine growing, and most of the magic is out in the vineyard.
The company recognizes that the growth in this industry in the future is going to be in the premium wine segment.
We have a number of brands that come from some of the greatest wine regions in the world, and we really think that it gives the right meaning to what our company's about today, which is small lots of unique wines that we've put in special brands.
DFV Wine specializes in premium wines that appeal to wide audiences because of smart packaging and over-delivery on the flavor profile.
If you look behind me, you can see the inspiration for the Gnarlyhead brand, a Gnarlyhead old vine Zinfandel plant. We found that people love the name, they love the label. I don't think I've had a consumer, a buyer, or a distributor person tell me that that this brand doesn't excite them.
Irony was named to reflect Chris and Jay Indelicato's experience of returning to the family business when they never thought they would.
It's really our venture into the Napa Valley, trying to find quality growers that we can work with and to make the quality wines in volumes that we can handle.
The Clay Station Vineyard is responsible for making the exciting, rich, and passionate blends that compose the Clay Station and 337 wines. 337 Cabernet carries its name for the number of the clone of the vine.
Really, in the 337 Cab, the fruit comes out as black cherry, a lot of blackberry, there's a lot of chocolate. It's California Cab.
Kingfish is a fun, approachable wine.
The Kingfish wines are meant to be enjoyable.
The twisted wines are wines that are made to be enjoyed at any time. They're simple, they're fruity, they're approachable, they're a lot of fun, they come in a great size.
Keeping the vineyards environmentally sound and worrying about our air and our water supply pay huge dividends.
We're one of the very few vineyards in the United States that's actually registered as a sustainable vineyard. We live on this property, and our families live on this property, and so we're not going to do anything in any way, shape, or form that would hurt them in any way.
As DFV Wines looks to the future, it is embracing the lessons about quality, value, and unity they learned from previous generations.
The wine business is generational, and it is long-term, and everything that we do is thinking well down the road of 10, 20, 50 years down the road. It's kind of a blessing that you get to work with your family over time, and we don't take that for granted anymore. You know, it's a real
opportunity. We found out that we were really smarter than you thought we were years and years ago.
Never doubted, Uncle Frank. Never doubted it.
He's a dreamer, and I get to bring him back to reality.
It is now my pleasure to bring up some fabulous people to accept the award. Chris Indelicato, DFV's president, and some wonderful family members. Jay, Vince, all the rest.
Good evening, everybody. It's hard to put into simple words how excited we are as a family and a company to receive this prestigious award here tonight in New York. I want to thank Adam Strum and everyone at the Wine Enthusiast. We've had a great relationship over the years, and we've learned so much from them as we share our thoughts together. This award tonight is proof that a family-owned winery like ourselves are alive and well in today's wine world. I'd like to start out by thanking a lot of people, and I'll get through it quick, but there's always a lot of people who deserve thanks when you get an award like this. First, my wife, who puts up with my insane travel schedule and when we're out and about. And I'd also like to thank my family who's up here tonight, who have given me the opportunity of a lifetime to lead a business that is almost, as Steve said, 100 years old. I can't help but think how thrilled my grandfather would be to see his son Vince up here and his grandchildren tonight accepting an award for a small family business started over 80 years ago. He'd be proud that the family's still working together and that we carry on the dream that he had one day when he started. I'd also like to congratulate the other wineries tonight, the distinguished guests that were with, Ray Chadwick, and for Man of the Year, and all of our friends out there, Mr. Gallo. All the wonderful awards tonight for people. We're just honored to be part of that. Awards like these always represent a lot of great people behind the scenes that deserve credit. And to put a great bottle of wine on someone's table, it takes wonderful partnerships that have been built over the years. And I'd like to thank the San Bernabé Vineyard folks, led by my cousin Claude and Cheryl, the winemaking team led by my brother Jay and Tim Wong, and all the employees back at the winery that go through an enormous amount of hours to put out a great bottle of wine. We really appreciate their efforts. Selling wine is no easy task, as we all know, and I'd like to thank Mike Jackson, who leads our sales team, and Jim Ferguson, who's invented all these crazy brands that we're outselling now, and they've been instrumental in a lot of the new products today that we have. And I also want to recognize my Uncle Vince, who's probably been selling wine just about as long as anybody in this room. It's a real honor. It's a real honor. He's been at it over 40 years, and it's good to see that he's finally getting credit for that. And last and certainly not least, I want to thank all of our wholesale distributors that are here, There's a ton of them in the room tonight. The Southern, the RNDC folks, MS Walker, all the guys from Allied's here, Fedway, and everybody in the room, and to thank retailers like the Whole Food folks who got an award tonight. They've been very instrumental in our growth in these niche brands, and it's just wonderful. And so thank you guys all very much. It's an incredible honor, and we'll remember it forever. Cheers.